at 6, two teenagers killed in a shooting at an apartment complex on Jacksonville's Northside. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office was called to the Island Point Apartments early this morning, where they found the teens with multiple gunshot wounds. Zach Wilcox is on your side live from outside the complex. And Zach, neighbors tell you they're concerned after what happened last night.
Yeah, Riley, we've talked with a handful of neighbors since we came out here who mentioned that they actually chose this apartment complex to live in because of how secluded it is. It's far off of 95. There's a long road that leads up to here. So when they heard the gunshots last night, that was certainly alarming to them. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office sergeant gave us an update and told us that they believe this was an isolated incident, that there's not any danger to the community at this point. They did find the teenagers in the parking lot here inside the gates here, but they did say that they've identified those teenagers and that they don't believe that they actually lived inside of this complex. And we talked with a couple of residents here. They didn't want to be identified. They didn't feel comfortable being identified, but did mention that they've lived here for a few months now and that they felt really comfortable living here. But with what happened last night and coming out of their apartments and seeing the caution tape, seeing the police lights, and frankly seeing the reporters as well, they feel like it almost flipped a switch on their comfort level living at the Island Point Apartments.
To hear someone get shot, it's kind of rattling, like you don't want to live here because of it. Because it's quiet.
This is a peaceful place. We ain't really had none of this go around here.
And the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office mentioned that the circumstances of the shooting are still a little unclear. They didn't mention anything about suspects at this point. They did say that they canvassed around here, talked with some neighbors, and that they tried to check all of the different apartment buildings and other vehicles around. Didn't see any other gunshot or bullet holes in anything around where the two teens were found. On the north side, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
Thank you, Zach. And if you know anything about that shooting, you're urged to call JSO, or you can remain anonymous and call Crime Stoppers. We have the phone number for them right there on your screen.